Let me just record this. Awesome. We have more people joining in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Superb. So, welcome to this community, each one of you. I want to really thank you all from the bottom of my heart because I know that you took a decision and I will make sure that, you get the results. You get the results in your life, right? So let me just admit everyone who's joining. Super. Thank you, Jalak. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Welcome. And let's go ahead and do our weekly ritual. This is what we do every single week when we meet, whether it's Healathon, whether it's Inner Circle Call. There are certain things that we do, and those who are new to this community, you'll get a hang of it. But let's go ahead with that, okay? So let me get my screen. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So the very first thing, thank you so much, each one of you. Thank you so much for being a part of this community, right? Thank you, thank you. And thank you for joining me on this live Inner Circle call. The next second is we always discuss about our mission and our vision. So let me just get our vision is to be able to stop the generational trauma and empower the future generation. Our mission, our mission is to help 100,000 people heal their inner child, help them build unshakable confidence, and empower them to help others. Many of you are parents, many of you are yet to be parents. It's so better, right? We heal ourselves and then we go ahead and help others as well. So we all have to always make this as a point, understand this, that, that yes, I am doing my healing, but eventually I also want to help others, because this is the fact that you cannot enrich your own life till the time you have enriched someone else's life, right? How many of you would agree with me? Give me agree in the chat box if you agree with me that you cannot enrich your own life till the moment you have enriched someone else's life. Give me agree in the chat box. Let this be a very interactive session, and if you can, just switch on your video so that I can wave hi to you. And next, this is something that we will be discussing every single week, so you'll get a hang of it. Don't worry. What is the code of honor that we live for in this particular community? Number one code of honor is growth. Having that growth mindset, becoming a lifelong learner, becoming a full stack brain, understanding that we need to be on this quest of understanding ourselves and discovering ourselves. For that, you don't have to become the best, but you have to become the best student. So if you are ready with your notepad and pen, give me ready in the chat box. If you have your notepad and pen ready, if you don't have, just I'll give you a couple of seconds, grab it, grab a notepad and pen, and then let's go ahead and let's start with this, okay? Always be the best student, right? Second is service mindset, having that service mindset, serving others who are in need, whether by money or helping personally. Okay, you can help personally, you can spend time in causes you believe in, but have that service mindset. Okay, third is empathy, because the kind of work that we're going to do here is hard work. I call it hard work because we are trying to discover our own self. We are trying to connect with our own heart, our own self. And that's the reason we also need to have that empathy towards other people around us. It cannot happen that we are achieving or we are healing and we are not having that empathy towards other people. Yes, I'm not saying that you won't have people around you who would be demeaning you, who would be, putting you down, but understanding this, that they are also coming from some place, they are also coming from their own experiences. They might not have had good experiences in their own life, and that's the reason they keep on cribbing, they keep on blaming. How many of you have at least one person in your life that who keeps on complaining, who keeps on bickering? Give me in the chat box if you have at least one person in your life. who keeps on bickering, who keeps on going through the negative, सिर्फ negative बात करनी है उनको, right? The reason being that they are not surrounded by people who are achievers, right? They are surrounded by people who constantly crib. That's what they have learned in their life, and that's the reason they keep on complaining. But we need to start having that empathy towards others, because what we do here is a very high level work, right? High energy work we do. And that's the reason I want each one of you to start operating from that high energy, so that you don't look down upon people, but you look at people that, they are unfortunate ones that did not have that capacity, or did not have that environment to grow, right? So if you're with me, give me W in the chat box. Next is flexibility. Flexibility is humility. This is what my spiritual master Daji says, that flexibility is humility, and humility is acceptance in divinity, right? Acceptance is in divinity. Sometimes, कई बार ऐसा हो जाता है, right? कि we feel that this is how it should be. ये ऐसे ही होना चाहिए, right? This is how it should be. And we start expecting from others. And I'm not saying that, right away, listening to these code of honor, you're going to completely transform. It's actually a reminder for me too. But we need to start our journey towards that, right? So having that flexibility, having that understanding that even other person is coming from some place of, of whatever they are saying, right? Next is connection, having that deep connection with ourselves. And that's the reason we are doing this inner child work. Inner child work is something which is so close to my heart, because I know that if you are able to tap into your own inner child, you will be able to heal any problem in your life just by connecting to your inner child. And that's the reason connection is very important. And once we are able to connect with ourselves, we are able to connect with others as well, and have that love and respect for everyone, right? Next is 100% responsibility of your own life, taking 100% responsibility of our own life and living to inspire. Understand this, that nobody is going to do that for us. Nobody. Not our parents, not our spouse, not our in-laws. Nobody is responsible for our own life. We are responsible for our own life, right? And next is live to inspire. You never know how your win may inspire other people. How many of you get inspired by people who are sharing their learnings in the group? Yes, give me in the chat box if you get inspired by people who keep on sharing their own learnings about self-love, or about whatever the courses they are doing. They share their journey, they share their learnings. And when they share their learnings, you get inspired by, oh, okay, even I have to do this, even I want to do this, right? Always share your learnings. Whatever you learn, whatever we are going to start with, we are going to start with 4 weeks, and we are going to continue that ahead as well. Healing journey. And I want you to keep on sharing your learnings. Yes, I get so inspired by Sumit D. Sumit keeps on sharing her learnings, and she has been the most consistent student till now. Really, I want to, Sumit, I really want to applaud you. Thank you so much for what you do, right? So many people are getting inspired by your actions, by what you share in the community, right? Next is transformation, transforming by improving every area of our life. We need to be able to transform every single area. Now, can you call yourself successful if you have your relationships good, but you are suffering in your career? Or can you call yourself successful if you have your career all set, but you don't have the quality relationships? Yes, give me yes or no in the chat box. Yes or no? No, right? We need to transform every single area of our life. We need to be able to be successful in every area of our life. And that's the reason we are here. That's the reason we are here. Next, last but not the least, is integrity and purity. Purity in thoughts, your thoughts, your words, your actions. This is what we stand for in the community. Today, 95% people are struggling because they think something, they commit to something, and they're not doing what is to be done. And that's the reason they're not able to manifest beautiful things in their life, because their thoughts, words, and actions are not aligned, right? And last but not the least is integrity, having that, attributing and surrendering to your mentors. Whoever you consider your mentor, at least go ahead, do what that mentor says for at least 90 days. If you're with me on this code of honor, give me COH. This is what I'm going to remind you every single week when we meet. It's actually a reminder for me too, because even I want to be able to carry on this code of honor as a community member, right? We all are on this journey and we all need to have this code of honor in order to really bring in that success in our life, right? So everyone with me? Awesome, awesome. Nice to see some new faces in the community. Hello, welcome Ritika, welcome Amritanshu. Awesome. So nice to have you here inside the community. Superb. Now, this is the code of honor that, we we tend to follow. We tend to, keep on reminding ourselves. I know it's not a one-day job. One day we decide that this is going to be my code of honor for life, and it doesn't change. We are evolving, right? Every single week, every single learning we have, we are evolving. And that's what I want you to keep evolving. And as you evolve, your code of honor is also going to evolve. Of course, it will enhance, right? It will enhance. So awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, we are going to do a Q&A round. Okay. Those who are new members, if you have any questions regarding the entire journey, okay, regarding the entire journey, you can ask me. My old students, if you have any question regarding anything, this is the best opportunity for you to ask me that question. Of course, from next week, we are going to start with this healing journey. So you might have questions regarding the healing journey. But since now we are yet to start, you can ask me anything. If there's any challenge that you're facing, if there's anything where you're stuck right now, you can ask me. If there's anything, just raise your hand and I will spotlight you. We will have a conversation. Until the time I answer all of your questions, I'm not going to go from this particular session. Okay. From next week, of course, you'll be having more questions as we do the healing sessions. I'm going to give you a lot of assignments as well. And I'm also planning Healathon action meetups, which will be conducted by my diamond members. Okay. They will be there to handhold you, to support you in this entire journey. Okay. So I'm going to bring in that element as well so that you can meet live weekly once and you do the exercises together as a community. You do it and that's it. You don't have to do it elsewhere, right? So if you're with me, give me WU in the chat box if you are understanding what is going to happen from the next week. We are going to start our Healathon live, first thing. Second thing, I'm going to get my diamond members to conduct sessions on the meetup that we have, or the healathon session that we have. And that person, that mentor, you will be having that facilitator. That facilitator will be helping you in, doing the exercises, the assignments, and that's it. Okay. Super, super. Now, if there's any question regarding the journey, if there's any question regarding any challenge that you're going through right now, please raise your hand. If there are no questions, then tata bye bye. Next week milte hai. है ना? See, these are the opportunities. Okay, these are the opportunities that will not happen every single time. So you have this opportunity to ask me any question. Okay, any question from any walks of life, anything. You can ask me anything. Okay. And that's the reason I keep this, because I want you to feel supported in this journey, right? I want you to get the answers at the right time. And that's the reason I'm meeting you every single week. You know? Awesome. Welcome, Amritanshu. So nice to see you. Yes, please go ahead. I can't hear you, sweetheart. I can't hear you. No, I can't hear. Just try, or else try to disconnect your headphones and try without the headphones. Are you able to disconnect the headphone? Yeah, now try. Are you guys able to hear it? Is it just me? I'm not able to hear. Okay. Okay, Amritanshu. What I will do, I will get you back in a couple of minutes, okay? Okay? Give me 2 minutes. Try till then. Okay. Yes, Sumit, please go ahead, sweetheart.
Hi, Apurva.
Yes.
It's regarding what you mentioned, like 4 Thursdays you meant, right?
Hmm.
What
Yes.
exact, like I missed on something. Like, is it some process, like some program? Like,
Yeah. So what we did in 60 days,
okay,
we are going to start with those sessions only. So we are going to do those sessions live.
okay. So, like, does it go like it's repeated again, like in future, like if we miss it?
Yes, yes, yes. We will be repeating
Okay,
those sessions. So
okay,
every
because
month we will be doing these sessions. Now
okay.
I'm
So,
also planning to keep it theme wise, so that
okay.
theme wise we are able to heal ourselves in every area.
Okay, so they're
Yeah,
not connected. If we miss one Thursday, so that's fine because of the situation at home. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
unpredictable for me now.
Got it.
So, and
You can
might be
watch
my
the
husband.
recording, Sumit. And you are
Okay.
my diamond member. You have to conduct sessions.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Okay.
Fine.
So,
Yes.
since you are my diamond member, you have to conduct the sessions for everyone who's joining. So, don't worry,
Okay.
you'll get the recordings of it in our app only. You'll be able to see the recordings. And
Okay.
once you see the recordings, you can, do the processes yourself and also help others. So, there will be some assignments that I will also be giving you. So most probably you might have already done that mother wound, father wound, then all those exercises that we do, right? Archetype, all of those exercises
Okay.
we are going to do live. So
Uh,
it's just the version of 60 days wala version we are going to do live.
and regarding that diamond, like because I'm a baby there, so
Yeah,
like
yeah. That's
you'll
okay.
tell me, right? Like,
Yes.
I mean,
We'll
that
we'll
is
uh, we'll be having a proper orientation session, sweetheart. Don't
okay.
worry. All the diamonds
Okay.
will be coming together, and
Okay.
yes, I will conduct that entire session for each one of you.
Okay, I got it. Yes,
Yes.
that's all. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Super, super. More power to you, Sumit. Thank you so much for that question. Yes, Shailu, please come on camera so that I can spotlight you. Long time no see. Can you come on camera, Shailu? Yes, Shailu. Are you able to unmute? Hello. Okay, let me try Amritanshu. Yes, are you able to unmute now, please? No. That's so sad. Why? Yes. Hello.
Hi, Apo. Yeah.
Oh,
How are
okay,
you?
Shiloh. I am good. I'm good. Amritanshu, then I will get you back again, dear. Okay. Superb. Yes, Shiloh.
How are you,
How
Apo?
can I help you? I'm good. I'm good,
No,
Shiloh.
I
Thank you so
actually
much.
didn't catch up with any of your sessions. Actually, I was completely occupied with my own work and
Yeah.
other training.
No problem. No problem.
So
Yes.
maybe this is the third call, I think, in this like
Mm-hmm.
in the Q&A Connect. That's it.
Yes. So next week we are going to start our Healathon live sessions. So make
Mm-hmm.
sure that you're there. Hmm? Thursday, 5
Okay.
p.m. Okay. Thursday and Friday,
Okay.
just
Yeah.
block your time 5 to 6. Don't do anything. 5 to 6, 7. Just
Okay.
focus on
Sure.
this healing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super. Any other question for me?
Um. I mean, it's related to my career only. Can I
Mhm.
ask that?
Yes,
As in
absolutely.
the course which I perceived, it's completed already.
Okay.
So by next month we get the certification also.
Mm-hmm.
So my mentor asked me to start to get the clients. So
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure how to mm, start off with that. Start off as in like creating content and posting in Insta and all that is happening,
Mm-hmm.
but I am really not aware about the marketing techniques. So
Okay.
any suggestions you have on that part? That's the only major concern I have as of now. And
Okay.
I have one more question also.
Okay. Majorly तो ये सब is being covered in Diamond, but what I will share with you is that you can start creating lead magnets where you are inviting people for your masterclass, right?
Okay.
You can start doing that. You can start curating some content for people whom you want to reach out to. Just
Mm.
in Instagram, just in all the social media handles, what you can do is you can just create a topic, है ना? 1 hour topic. You give a lot of value, and then ask them that how did they find it. Right? That's how you'll get people into your community.
It is actually mine will be more of one to one
1 to 1. Okay.
to start in the beginning because I also should get a clarity, right? What is
Mm-hmm.
that people wanted and all. Like
Yeah.
though I do cover up many things, but then I should get that hang on. So
Mm-hmm.
to start off with, I wanted to start as one to
Got
one
it.
only.
Got it. So what you can do is, Shailu, first is you can curate a masterclass for them. Second is once they attend your masterclass, get them into one-to-one call. Give them a
Mm.
free one-to-one call and
That is true.
try to
Mm.
understand what is their problem, what is their challenge, how you can help them in resolving their challenge. So that is the first step that I want you to take.
To get that thing only to lead to get that lead magnet mechanism only, I
Mm-hmm.
am not aware actually.
Okay, so you need to have a tool as in you can have ConvertKit as a tool where
Okay.
you will get registrations. ConvertKit is
Okay.
one, Pabbly is one,
Mhm.
है ना?
Okay. Okay. I'll try to explore these. Yeah.
Yes,
And
yes.
one more doubt I have is it's related to my friend. I can ask that, right?
Your it's related
It's
to your
related to
friend.
my friend. Huh.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
asked me suggestion, but I didn't know. I was like thinking how to get rid of. Like I just told you can avoid or ignore that. Actually, the situation is um, she has also enrolled to another program with a male person. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, so he has good knowledge and very good command over
Is this
training.
for which for what are you talking about?
Uh, my friend has enrolled for something related to financial wisdom course. So
Okay.
that person has told her that he will be training on stocks and
Mhm.
to generate income and all, something like that.
Got it.
So that person is trying to, you know, molest. Basically, he's asking her to come and meet her in person, and which she's not ready. And she asked me, "What do I do? I paid the money already, and now
How
I
much did she
actually
pay?
want to." I am not sure. I don't. I didn't ask her how much it is.
Okay.
But she said for that course she paid already, and he's asking her to come and meet and all. Her relationship is not that great actually when it comes to their husband-wife relationship. So she wanted to become independent on that part, and that's why she wanted to learn about to generate some income source for her life to lead independently. So with that urge, she approached that person, and he is trying this approach. And I told her, you don't need to get information or learnings from such a person, because I
Good.
don't think it's the good vibration you will have, right? So she's worried actually what to do. She paid the money and all, she was telling. So I asked her, find out if anybody else can support on that
Mm.
behalf of that person. But he's the main person who trains, it seems. So
Mm.
I don't know actually
Okay.
what else like what else to advise, because she's my close friend.
Yeah. Um, See, the thing is, as you rightly said, that there are going to be people, even in coaching and training industry, there are going to be people who are going to, you know, rob you of the money, and they're not true to their code of honor. Their values are not set, and that's the reason, we follow this code of honor. That's the only reason why, because until and unless we operate from that value system,
Correct.
even for
I
that
mean,
coach,
being
it's
a
not going to
coach,
make
right?
sense.
He has to have some ethical values, and
Hmm.
he should respect other women. Why
Yeah.
they come to a mentor? Because they already have some problem in their life. And
Yes.
I felt like,
Yes.
why you need such person's guidance? First of all, I felt, and I
Yeah. I
told her,
think
and I asked her.
where she's coming from is now that her money is invested now,
Mm,
and as it is, there's some problem, financial problem. I don't know if she's earning herself or not.
no, she's not earning
Yeah,
actually.
that's where she's coming from. But you know what? I'll tell you, tell her to bless that money. Tell her to block that number if he's getting too much into that, personal, and trying to connect with her more. Just ask her
And
to bless
that
that
person
money.
is a very influential person also. In case if she wants to, uh,
Hmm.
complain about it, he has good contacts with the police department, it seems.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
very influential. Like his father is also a politician and all. That's what
Yeah.
she said.
Hmm.
So she's actually scared. And she's like confused now. I said, it's okay, forget,
No.
enroll with the women who will really
Yeah.
understand and support you, is what I told. Because my
Yeah.
mentor was a woman, and I completed my course already.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. I think
that's the
just coach her in this, that bless that money. That money had to go somehow. It had to go. It's gone now.
one.
Just bless that money, and tell that money to come back in multifold. That's it. That's all we can do. Right? Going beyond this is no point. Even discussing about this is not healthy. Right? Even for her, having those conversations again and again, having those thought processes that mera paisa gaya, that is going to make her even operate from lower vibration. So tell her that, that money had to go somewhere. Somehow it had to go, so it's gone now. You know?
Okay,
Because,
yeah.
see, some things are not in our hands, right? Getting back that money, yes, she can try to ask them for refund, that I want my refund back because I don't approve of this. Yes, gently she can tell him that, I don't align with what you're doing right now and I want my money back. I would like to have a refund back. But if he's hellbound, if he's that kind of a person, he's obviously not going to refund. And th- so one time that person can try, but beyond that, I don't think there's any point in going ahead,
Mm.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
So try to coach her in that sense. Yeah,
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
super.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you for what you do, Shailu. More power
Yeah.
to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, super. Yes, Jhalak, please start your camera so that I can spotlight you quickly. Till that time, I'll get Ritika. Hi, Ritika. Welcome to the community, Ritika. Are you able to unmute? Try now. What happened? Are you able to unmute? No? Okay. Try it. I'll get you again. Okay? Don't worry. Yes, Jhalak. I know your question. You had asked me this yesterday also. है ना?
हेलो दी कैसे हो
मैं ठीक हूँ.
यस दी सो आई हैव द सेम क्वेश्चन एंड आई टोल्ड यू yesterday also कि कुछ जो फियर है वो मुझे वापस आ रहा है इवन आई एम थैंकिंग दैट फियर ताकि वो लेट गो हो जाए बट अगैन एंड अगैन बार बार फियर सा आ रहा है एंड लाइक माई बॉडी टेम्परेचर इज इंक्रीजिंग एज आई एम फीलिंग लाइक सम काइंड ऑफ वार्मथ in my body like when that fear arises and at that very moment my body becomes so like it increases its temperature.
Got it. What you have to do, Jhalak, is, you just have to observe what is happening. You don't have to judge yourself. कि अरे ये क्यों हो रहा है, फियर को थैंक यू वगैरह भी नहीं बोलना है. जस्ट ऑब्जर्व क्या हो रहा है ना अभी. यू हैव गॉन थ्रू समथिंग traumatic in your life and now you're trying to overcome that. So of course our brain wants to keep you in your comfort zone, and that's the reason it will fight, it will bring back that fear, because our brain does not want us to face that particular problem again. इसीलिए तो fear
हाँ
दिखाता है brain. There is one part of brain which is only responsible to keep you safe and to look out for threats. उसको
yes
reptilian brain बोलते हैं, reptilian brain. That was developed around 7.5 million years old. It's 7.5 million years old. यहाँ पे होता है छोटा मेंदू, होता है ना छोटा मेंदू, उसको बोलते हैं reptilian brain. So that brain is responsible for keeping you safe. And that's why the brain keeps on showing you the fear. अरे ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा, ये हो जाएगा. Instead of going into those thoughts, just observe, just become an observer of your thoughts. Just observe it without judgment. कभी भी ऐसे fear आ रहा है, right? Fear आ रहा है and बहुत धक धक हो रहा है. Sit, close your eyes, just observe. Just observe what is happening. Just observe your heartbeat. Just observe without judgment. And
okay
second exercise I want you to do from today. Okay? Okay, let's all do it together. Hmm? Take your right hand, take your right thumb, everyone. Put it on your right nostril. Put it on your right nostril and do left nostril breathing. My left nostril is blocked. Do it for 5 minutes. Your anxiety, your fear, everything will vanish. Okay? Okay, Jhalak?
okay दी
ठीक है?
and the
Do
what what can I do to focus? Like again and again overthinking बहुत हो रहा है. Yesterday also I slept at night at 4 o'clock. I was not able to sleep properly.
Okay, okay.
And ये लगातार बहुत दिनों से हो रहा है. एंड सुबह व्हेन आई वेक अप आई ऑलवेज हैड हेडेक. लाइक पूरे दिन मेरा सर
4
में
बजे सोओगे तो सर दर्द तो होगा ही ना बच्चा।
दी मैं मतलब जल्दी सो जाती हूँ, लेट जाती हूँ, बट मेरे को नींद ही नहीं आती है. इतने ज्यादा थॉट्स आते रहते हैं.
ठीक है, उस वक्त मेडिटेशन का जो मैंने लिंक भेजा है वो करना है आपको। ये 3 चीजें करो, झलक कंटिन्यूअसली करो, है ना। आई वॉन्ट यू टू डू दिस रेगुलरली फॉर 1 मंथ। 1 मंथ के
ओके.
बाद मुझे आके बोलना कि इम्प्रूवमेंट हुआ कि नहीं। ऑल दीज 3 थिंग्स, फर्स्ट इज ऑब्जर्विंग योर एंग्जाइटी, ऑब्जर्विंग विदाउट जजमेंट, जो हो रहा है जस्ट ऑब्जर्व। सेकेंड, लेफ्ट नॉस्ट्रल ब्रीदिंग यू हैव टू डू whenever you feel that anxiety is coming, stress is coming, बहुत ज्यादा थॉट्स आ रहे हैं ड्यूरिंग द डे आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट। नाइट को सोने से पहले यू हैव टू डू द मेडिटेशन दैट आई हैव शेयर्ड फॉर 1 whole month. Now you have to do this, Jhalak. Promise?
ओके. यस प्रॉमिस.
Promise?
यस
Super.
दी प्रॉमिस.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। ठीक है, ये होने के बाद 1 मंथ बाद मतलब 1 अप्रैल को ही मुझे अब आके फिर बताना कि नहीं वर्क किया।
नहीं वर्क तो करेगा. सो आई नीड टू डू मेडिटेशन नाउ 2 times a day.
यस,
एंड फॉर फोकसिंग.
फोकसिंग लेफ्ट नॉस्ट्रल ब्रीदिंग से हो जाएगा।
ओके.
ओके,
ओके.
ठीक है।
थैंक यू.
लव यू स्वीटहार्ट, लव यू।
थैंक यू दी.
Yes, the reason, the reason I shared about this left nostril breathing, ये योगा वगैरह नहीं है, ठीक है। There is science behind it. Okay, when we do left nostril breathing, our parasympathetic nervous system gets activated. When our parasympathetic nervous system gets activated, it releases some hormones. Okay, everybody goes to doctor. डॉक्टर के पास सब लोग जाते हैं जब बीमार होते हैं तब, है ना। तो डॉक्टर क्या बोलते हैं, ये 10 दिन का डोज ले लो, बोलते हैं, है ना। नाउ व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय डोज? DOSE, right? The doses are the hormones that get released when you take medicines. When you do left nostril breathing, dose gets activated, these hormones get released. What do you mean by dose? What is the full form of dose? Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphin. These are the 4 hormones that get released when you do left nostril breathing, when you do some healing. Right? Never knew this. So, इसीलिए हमें left nostril breathing करना है. Whenever you feel anxiety, whenever you feel, धक 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 हो रहा है, do left nostril breathing. Got it? Everyone with me? Give me WU in the chat box. Super, super. Yes, let me get Ruchi. Ruchi, please switch on your camera, sweetheart. Hi, bacha. Yes.
Hello, hello, Appu ma'am. How are you?
देखो, फिर से मैम चालू हो गया इसकी।
I don't know why I just like switched to ma'am. Okay, so my question is कि जो वो 7 days का हमारा self love challenge था, right? मतलब वो मैंने पूरा किया, but why didn't I
Super.
update? Is because पता नहीं, I was not happy even a single day.
Okay.
क्योंकि ना और सिर्फ नॉट जस्ट दैट चैलेंज पर वो 2 वीक बहुत डिफिकल्ट जा रहे थे. दैट्स व्हाई आई थिंक आई मैसेज यू आल्सो कि वो 3 दिन काम करते हैं बिकॉज आई एम नॉट ओके.
Yes, yes.
हैड अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एग्जाम, मतलब एक सर्टिफिकेशन. आई मीन आईटी, तो इनमें जो सर्टिफिकेशंस होते हैं टेक्नोलॉजी टूल्स के, ऐसा कुछ था. और बहुत टाइम
Okay.
बाद मैंने दिया बिकॉज मुझे काम करते हुए भी काफी टाइम हो गया. तो आई
Right.
थिंक वो सेम ट्रिगर जो मेरे स्कूल टाइम के थे, आई थिंक वो सेम ट्रिगर्स ना मुझे होने लगे. और एक टाइम पे मुझे ऐसा लगा जबकि मैंने ऑफिस से छुट्टी ली है पढ़ाई करने के लिए, पर मैं पढ़ाई नहीं कर पा रही हूँ क्योंकि वो इतनी एक्सट्रीम लेवल की एंजाइटी थी कि आई वाज जस्ट शॉक्ड कि मैंने अपना स्कूल लाइफ कॉलेज लाइफ निकाला कैसे इतनी एंजाइटी के साथ, क्योंकि बहुत सालों से तो नहीं आ रहा था वो, अभी एकदम से
Yes.
फिर आने लगा. और जो सेम सिचुएशन होती थी, माय डैड यूज्ड टू लिव आउटसाइड एंड आई यूज्ड टू लिव जस्ट विद माय मॉम बिकॉज माय सिस्टर्स हैड मूव्ड आउट बाय दैट टाइम, बाय द टाइम आई वाज इन 12th बोर्ड्स। वो सेम था अभी। My dad was had gone to Bangalore for something. I was just with my mom at home, and I had to study. And there was that peer pressure कि सबने टीम में वो एक सर्टिफिकेशन किया है, मुझे भी करना है, and appraisal का टाइम आ रहा है, मार्च आ रहा है।
Yes.
So I could feel the same things and I related. तो वहां से आई थिंक वो स्टार्ट हुआ, एंड क्योंकि एग्जाम देना था मैंने सब सप्रेस किया कि
Correct.
अभी डील नहीं कर सकते, अभी तो एग्जाम देना,
Hmm.
पढ़ाई नहीं होगी अदरवाइज।
Got
तो वो
it.
करते करते वो आई थिंक पाइल अप होता गया। उसके बाद में आई थॉट कि ठीक है, अभी मैं ये सेल्फ लव चैलेंज तो कर सकती हूँ, सबसे छोटा है, सुबह मैं ये लेके बैठूंगी। तो एवरी टाइम वो अवेयरनेस ही बढ़ती जा रही थी कि
Hmm.
आपको किसी ने फॉर ग्रांटेड लिया, आपको किस चीज का फियर है। तो वो
Correct.
और मैं सैड हो रही थी उसकी वजह से कि हाँ मेरे साथ ऐसा किया था, ये हमेशा
Yes.
ऐसे ही चल रहा है, इसी वजह से मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है। तो I started becoming angry on everyone who had been there since my
Got it.
childhood. तो इसलिए मेरा वहाँ पोस्ट करने का मन नहीं कर रहा था, बिकॉज क्या लर्निंग लिखूं, एवरीबडी वाज हैप्पीली पुटिंग अप समथिंग एंड आई वाज नॉट, आई कुड नॉट शेयर दैट। तो
Yeah.
अभी मुझे वापस स्टार्ट करने में ना डर लग रहा है उससे। मतलब आई
Okay,
एम।
एक काम करना रुचि, है ना, एक काम करना, हम अपना 3 दिन का कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद फिर डे करना, then you see what changes you see, you observe in yourself. Okay, वो 3 days का 1-to-1 हम करते हैं, because I know that that is going to give you a lot of relief, I'm sure, है ना? Like Aparna, I did 1-to-1 with Aparna, right, last week, and she was stuck in that phase for 14 long years, and second day she was able to heal from that, so that was amazing. So I'm really looking forward to your sessions as well, Ruchi, don't worry, and I'm always there. We'll work through that, we'll work through that and we'll overcome that, don't worry at all, self love abhi, if you are getting that fear फिर से stop doing it, don't do it right now, हम बाद में करेंगे जब, when you will have process those emotions with me, you'll reach a place where you are no more bothered by what happened in the past. Right now you're getting too bothered, too much affected by what happened with you in the past, है ना? That's the reason you're not able to do it. Once you have overcome and processed those emotions, you'll easily be able to do all the other healings as well. Okay? Super.
Thank you.
More power to you, sweetheart. Always there. Okay? Super. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ruchi. Awesome. Let me try. Amritanshu, आ जाओ. Unmute करो. बोलो.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Hi.
Actually, ma'am, I'm suffering from overthinking, running of thoughts,
Yes.
and sometimes I feel alone and depressed, and that's
अमृतांशु, आप कितने साल के हो?
23.
Got it. ठीक है. अभी पढ़ाई चल रही है, जॉब कर रहे हो?
पढ़ाई चल रही है.
पढ़ाई चल रही है ना? ओके, ठीक है. आप ये हीलिंग सेशंस करो, रेगुलरली करो अमृतांशु. ये कम्युनिटी में आपको कभी भी ऐसा लगे, सो आई विल बी असाइनिंग यू अ मेंटोर. ओके, अ मेंटोर जो आपको फॉर द नेक्स्ट 21 डेज आपको सपोर्ट करेगा, है ना? ही इज ऑलमोस्ट ऑफ योर एज, सो ही विल कनेक्ट विथ यू. रेने हमारे साथ अभी हो गए 6-7 महीने हो गए, एंड ही हैज आज ही today only I recorded his Hall of Fame interview, and he shared with me all the changes that he have noticed. So he will be there to help you. मैंने उससे भी बात करके रखी है कि अमृतांशु करके है, you need to help him for the next 21 days, है ना? कभी भी कुछ भी चैलेंज होता है, you can get along with him. Try to so don't go with this phase कि आप सिर्फ कंप्लेन कर रहे हो, but also try to learn from him कि मेरा ये चैलेंज मैं कैसे रिजॉल्व करूं, थर्सडे एंड फ्राइडे आई एम गोइंग टू मीट यू अमृतांशु, है ना। हम वो हीलिंग मोडालिटीज करेंगे, हम बहुत अवेयरनेस में हमारा आ जाएगा, उसके बाद फिर धीरे 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 करके हीलिंग होगा, है ना। हीलिंग टेक्स सम टाइम, जो हीलिंग हम करेंगे उसको थोड़ा टाइम दो, 2 महीना दो अपने आप को, ताकि आप पूरी तरह इससे बाहर निकल पाओ, है ना। 2-3 महीना आपको आपको खुद को देना पड़ेगा। अमृतांशु, इफ यू आर अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस कम्युनिटी, आई एम 100% श्योर दैट यू विल बी आउट ऑफ दिस, है ना। आप इस डिप्रेशन से बाहर निकलोगे बच्चा, है ना, क्योंकि लाइफ बहुत सुंदर है आगे, लाइफ बहुत सुंदर है, आपको बहुत कुछ करना है आगे, है ना। आपको बस इतनी सी लाइफ नहीं है ना अपनी, इतनी बड़ी लाइफ है, और उतनी बड़ी लाइफ में हमें क्या क्या अचीव करना है ना। कई बार क्या होता है कि हम हमें बहुत प्रेशर डाला जाता है, हमें ऐसा लगता है कि सब सब आगे बढ़ रहे हैं पर हम आगे बढ़ नहीं पा रहे, है ना। अभी आपको ऐसा लग रहा होगा कि सब मेरे कॉलीग्स, सब मेरे फ्रेंड्स आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, सबको सबको जॉब मिल गई है मे बी, और मुझे नहीं मिल पा रही है। यू नो व्हाट, हर एक का जर्नी होता है। मुझे जॉब जब नहीं मिल रही थी, मैं भी इसी एज में आई वॉजंट गेटिंग एनी जॉब, क्योंकि मेरा वो लाइकिंग ही नहीं था। मैं इंजीनियरिंग करके बैठी हूँ, बट आई नेवर हैड दैट इंक्लिनेशन टुवर्ड्स इंजीनियरिंग। भले ही पास वास हो गई, सब ठीक था, बट आई वॉज नॉट गेटिंग। मैंने इतने सारे एग्जाम्स दिए होंगे, कंपनीज पे अप्लाई किया होगा। आई वेंट थ्रू दैट चैलेंज, आई वेंट थ्रू दैट डिप्रेशन दैट टाइम। मैं कुछ 22-23 की थी जब 21-22 की थी जब लोगों को मेरे, ऑफ कोर्स कैंपस इंटरव्यू होता है, राइट। आपका भी कैंपस इंटरव्यू चल रहा होगा। तो वो हो रहा था, एंड every single person, every single friend of mine had gotten placed in Accenture, iGate, TCS, Tech Mahindra, इतने सारे कंपनीज आके गए, बट मेरा कहीं नहीं हुआ। मुझे 1 साल लगा मुझे जॉब मिलने में, एंड उतने में मैं डिप्रेशन में चली गई थी, मैं बहुत ज्यादा फ्रस्ट्रेटेड थी। बट बाद में पता चला कि यार सिर्फ जॉब मिलना ही है, बड़ी बात नहीं है। हमें और लाइफ में कितना कुछ अच्छा करना है। एंड यू नो व्हाट, आपको आपका स्किल, यू हैव अ ब्यूटीफुल टैलेंट इन यू, यू हैव दैट टैलेंट, यू हैव दैट स्किल। बट हमें बताया जाता है कि इंजीनियरिंग में ही सिर्फ अपना टैलेंट दिखा सकते हैं, या एक फील्ड में ही आप बड़े हो सकते हो। ऐसा कुछ नहीं है अमृतांश, है ना। आपकी जिंदगी अभी शुरू हुई है बेटा, तो अभी आगे आपको बहुत कुछ करना है, अच्छा अच्छा काम करना है ना। तो डोंट वरी, गिव योरसेल्फ 2-3 मंथ्स, इजीली सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा, है ना। सिर्फ जॉब ही नहीं होता है, मल्टीपल सोर्सेस ऑफ इनकम हमें जनरेट करने हैं, सिर्फ जॉब ही नहीं करना है ना। एक जॉब तो रहेगा ही, बट बाकी सारी चीजों में भी हमारे मल्टीपल सोर्सेस ऑफ इनकम हमें जनरेट करने हैं, उसके लिए फाइनेंसेस हमें सीखना है ना। इज दिस मेकिंग सेंस अमृतांशु? यस, एनी क्वेश्चन ऑन दैट? कुछ कुछ दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है, दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है अभी अमृतांशु? व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन?
थोड़ा थोड़ा कभी फोकस नहीं बन पाता पढ़ाई में।
फोकस नहीं बन
रनिंग अप थॉट चल रहा है,
रनिंग अप,
इसे चलता रहता, रनिंग अप थॉट इसे चलता रहता है।
रनिंग अप थॉट्स आ रहे हैं ना। तो अभी वो जो मेडिटेशन चैलेंज हम शुरू कर रहे हैं आज से, आप वो शुरू करो अमृतांशु, ओके। और 1 महीना लगातार करना ही है, देयर इज नो अदर ऑप्शन। जो मैंने झलक को कहा वो ही मैं आपको भी बोलूंगी, ठीक है। लेफ्ट नॉस्ट्रल ब्रीदिंग अभी जो किया, कभी भी दिक्कत आ रही है पढ़ाई करने में, लेफ्ट नॉस्ट्रल ब्रीदिंग करने में करो और पढ़ो, ओके। करिश्मा, आई विल टेक यू 1 मिनट, ओके, 1 मिनट स्वीटहार्ट। सेकेंड, मेडिटेशन करना ही है, ओके, ठीक है, ठीक है। ये करो, 1 महीने बाद फिर हम फिर मुझे फिर से पूछना कि अगर यू आर एबल टू कॉन्सेंट्रेट, है ना, ठीक है। Okay, dear. Everybody, please type in more power to you, Amritanshu. See, the entire community is there for you, okay? बिल्कुल डरने की बात नहीं है, आराम से आप कर लोगे। ठीक है। यस करिश्मा, प्लीज, सॉरी नॉट करिश्मा, मैं करिश्मा क्यों बोल रही हूँ? अच्छा ओके, ऋतिका, यस कर मुझे लगा करिश्मा बोल रही है, ठीक है। यस ऋतिका, आर यू एबल टू अनम्यूट? ट्राई करो। नहीं हो रहा है? क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? Ritika, can you type your question for me? Yes, I will take it. Yes, you can do that, or else you can type the message for me, है ना? Type the question, okay? ठीक है? Awesome. Shailu, you don't have any more question, right? So I'll lower your hand. Amritanshu also. Super. I can completely understand what you're going through, but really meditation will do miracles. Yes. I'm so proud of you guys to be here and determined to change your life. Yeah, absolutely. This is so beautiful, right? Now the youth is getting into this and really healing themselves and understanding that this is the actual life skill that we need. बाकी सब cos theta, sin theta, वो सब doesn't make a difference in our life. पढ़ो नहीं पढ़ो. Seriously. Awesome. Any others? Any questions for me? Please go ahead. Raise your hand so that I can answer your question. ये पढ़ लिया तो आगे सब पढ़ लेंगे दी. Absolutely. है ना? Yes, Ruchi.
Uh, yes. So I was just thinking, like, is it true that till the time we have processed all the emotions that we had before, life keeps on creating situations which brings up like same thing. I was because as I shared earlier, I was thinking at that time कि अभी क्यों मेरे साथ ऐसा हो रहा है, एंजाइटी वापस क्यों आ रही है, and when I meditated once, I could see सब same लग रहा है, like even the friends I had before, now my now colleagues feel the same way as them. The pressure that I used to feel in school is the same pressure I'm feeling right now in office. How I used to feel at home at that time कि कोई केयर नहीं करता, कोई एंजाइटी को समझ नहीं रहा, किसी को मतलब नहीं है मेरा क्या एग्जाम है क्या नहीं, अभी भी वही लग रहा है मुझे। तो आई वाज लाइक ये कुछ किसी ने मैट्रिक्स में डाला मुझे ऐसा सब करके जिससे मुझे रियलाइज हो, लाइक आई डोंट नो इफ दैट्स
Yes.
ट्रू।
Yeah. So we live by pattern, okay? We live by pattern. हम वो ही patterns हम attract करते रहते हैं. And this is what my mentor says, that lessons learned, pattern dissolved. Those are life lessons that we have to learn. Once we learn from those life lessons, and you know what? It's not that you'll completely heal from everything. So for me also, there are some patterns that I have collected as a child, and day in day out, some moments come that वो pattern मेरे सामने आके खड़ा हो जाता है कि अच्छा ये तो होते आ रहा है मेरे साथ, है ना? So then I know that अच्छा this is a pattern. Let's learn my lesson and let's not repeat this. So as every single time, whenever there's a pattern, you know that this is repeating in your life. Try to ask yourself, what is the lesson that I need to learn in this particular situation? Is it my way of looking things, or is it my approach towards life, or is it that I need to just stop being that people pleaser that I have always been? Maybe that one small shift, right? That one small shift will actually dissolve that pattern. For me, when I started saying no, one pattern got dissolved. It's that powerful. है ना?
I was because at that time I was thinking कि शायद जॉब चेंज कर लेना चाहिए या मैनेजर अच्छा नहीं है ना, दूसरी जॉब में मुझे अच्छा लगेगा। बट उसके साथ में भी मुझे ये डर होता था फिर वहाँ पे भी यही होगा, काम तो हर जगह होगा, प्रेशर हर जगह होगा। लेटर ऑन आई थॉट कि शायद अगर ये पैटर्न रिज़ॉल्व हुआ, फिर चाहे जॉब चेंज हो या ना हो बट ये सिचुएशन नहीं आएगी।
True, true. Because and these happen at a very subtle level. बहुत subtle
राइट,
level पे
राइट।
होता है. We don't even
समझ
sometimes understand कि अरे ये कहाँ से आ रहा
हाँ, राइट, राइट। मुझे बहुत बाद में समझ आया, 2 वीक बाद में एक्चुअली
है.
समझ आया जब वो इधर था, नहीं हो रहा था, मुझे पैनिक अटैक आने लगा था, तब मुझे समझ आया कि ओके इट्स अ पैटर्न क्योंकि तब
Yes.
तक तो मुझे लग रहा था सब बाकी गलती है मतलब प्रेशर बनाया जा रहा है, सबको ही फ़ील हो रहा है या ये वो अब बाद में जब मुझे पता चला तो अभी आई एम लिटिल बेटर पर
Yes.
थोड़ा आई थिंक 3 डेज़ की क्लास के साथ और आई विल बी मच
Yes.
बेटर।
Yes. बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल. Really looking forward to it. Yeah. Thank you, Ruchi. Thank you so much. Yes, Ritika, बोलो बोलो बोलो. Are you able to unmute? ट्राई कर लो. नहीं हो पा रहा है, ऐसे क्यों हो रहा है? Lessons learned, pattern dissolved. Pattern dissolve हो जाता है, आप वो lesson सीख जाओगे ना. Because every single bad experience is there to teach you some lesson. हम कई बार क्या होता है कि हम ब्लेम कर देते हैं दूसरों को, अरे नहीं उसकी वजह से ये हुआ, अरे नहीं उन्होंने ऐसा कहा इसीलिए मेरा ये हो गया. बट डीप विदिन यू नो दैट there is something that you have to learn from that experience, because of which you are continuously having that in your life, right? So lessons learned, pattern dissolved, है ना? So Ritika, एक काम करो, just type in your question so that I can answer you, है ना? Just try to type in so that I can answer you right away. Okay, super. Yes, awesome. Any more questions for me? Any more questions for me, please? I will wait. I will be waiting for Ritika to ask her questions. Meanwhile, hi Pradeep. How are you? How are you, Pradeep?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. So nice to have you here.
Same here. Nice to listen to
Super.
everybody.
Yes, yes. Awesome. Pradeep, would you like to share your experience of the 3 days intensive that we did?
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
I'm sorry
please
I
go ahead.
can't come on video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Everybody will hear.
So I had a awesome time. Uh, Not really awesome while I was going through it because it was a lot of things to confront and many things start coming and get directly blown on your face. And unless and until you embrace them, it is very difficult to, agree to it and then let it go. So for me, there were 2 or 3 patterns which were continuously recurring inside me. I've tried to quite eradicate them from a very long time because I'm a coach myself. I've done a lot of work on myself also. But somewhere I was thinking that there needs to be a more effective and easier way in which I can eliminate this pattern forever. I don't want this coming back. And that was about wounds from my childhood. And not that, I went through very traumatic or what would you say, stressful circumstances or whatever it is. But having said and done, that was a larger than life reality for the child inside me, or that part of me which had seen it at that point of time when it was young, and then it accepted that as the reality. And I am 47. Till this age, I have been carrying it and running it as a pre-recorded tape inside me. So when the sessions happened with Apurva, the beauty of it was she would just ask a question out of nowhere, and I would freeze and go deep into contemplation and hit the jackpot. And this is what happened over those 3 sessions that were there. For me, those 3 sessions were a few days apart because I had injured my ankle and I couldn't quite sit. So it was good enough time for me to also reflect upon it and get over it. And uh, as of now, I would say that I have confronted those issues, and life is so much easier now. And more important than anything else, the biggest thing that I learned as takeaways, which I can share with all of you, is that when we respond from our memories and our trauma, the unfulfilled desires that we had in our childhood, we are reacting to a situation in the present. What I learned in the sessions and what came as a bulb-on moment for me was that there is a difference between reaction and responding. Reaction comes from our memories, and our response comes from who we want to be now. It is there in our hands. And one very beautiful thing, which I think I can dial back into also today, is what she shared in the Code of Honor. And in the Code of Honor, she said that we are completely accountable and responsible for ourselves. It's not our parents, it's not a spouse, it's not our in laws, it's nobody. And these three things put together made a lot of sense, where I said complete accountability, complete responsibility of responding to a situation is what is going to make a difference for me. And that's how it is working. And it shifted my relationship with everybody around me, with situations around me also. And it's been amazing.
Thank you so much, Pradeep. Thank you so much for. How many of you got inspired and learned something from Pradeep himself? He is himself uh, uh, an amazing coach, and it was an honor, Pradeep, to have worked with you. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
I guess, it was more than an honor. I think it was written in the stars
Yeah.
to meet, to get that thing out. And there is something also that Apu said during one of the sessions, and that was regarding one of the most deep-rooted patterns inside me, and that is being a perfectionist and being overcritical with myself. And she said that some things have to happen the way they have to happen at the moment it have to happen. And don't be so hard on yourself, just flow with it. Worst kya hoga if you're lazy, if something is wrong, you do it wrong, एक तमाचा मिलेगा ना. जब तमाचा मिलेगा तभी सुधर जाओ. And that was such a beautiful thing, and such a simple thing, but yet such a beautiful thing to realize, because with that you just flow in life. That's why when Amritanshu said today, I welcomed it and I said that half your battle is won because you're already here and made your decision. Now it's not fighting the battle, it's now just flowing in life. And that's how actually change is. And again, a pearl of wisdom that Apurva shared with us today in this session was that allow things to happen the way it is, and it will just dissolve. I think she mentioned it to probably Shailu or somebody, that don't try to, heal yourself and this. Just be there and feel it, observe it. That observation is very good. And I think in my sessions with her, in the one-on-ones that I had with her, though I knew the answers to all of this, what really clicked and illuminated is a combination of the question that she asked, the observation that I had at that moment of time, and some magical mixture that worked out there. And that's how the universe works. And if all of us are there in this community, with our, you know, backs to each other, it means that we are a soul family here to make a difference. So half a battle is won there only. Where are we lost? So I would only say that change is very simple. Thinking too much about it is what has made it complicated. And I invite everybody to just flow with life, be happy, accept yourself completely. And most importantly, the biggest lesson I learned out of those 3 sessions was self love, self care, self attention, I guess. Thanks so much, Apu.
Thank you so much, Pradeep, for inspiring so many of them. I know that how many of you are inspired by Pradeep's message for each one of us? Right? It's so inspiring, right? Whatever you shared. Thank you so much, Pradeep, for being who you are. And it's always amazing to connect with Pradeep because, we share something very common together. We both are, heartfulness practitioner, and he is a brother. He's a brother from another mother. So thank you so much, Pradeep, for becoming a part of this and helping me with this. Thank you. Superb, superb, superb. Awesome. So I have 2 questions, yes, from Rutika, right? So ये एक issue मुझे खा रहा है काफी सालों से. Whenever I'm in a group, I have this thing of getting distracted and lost in my own thoughts. For example, when Ruchi was saying about pattern, I went back in my thoughts जहाँ मेरे life में भी ऐसा हुआ था, and when then people around me say that you're not attentive, I feel judged and laughed at. You know what? It happens with me too. Even I go when the conversation that's happening around me is maybe there are 2 types of conversations, right? One kind of conversation is like what you did today. You went back in your own thoughts. You went back because you wanted to um you wanted to feel with Ruchi, maybe, right? You wanted to feel with Ruchi that, okay, fine, Ruchi went through this. Let me think about what I went through in my own time, right? That is one, but you were absolutely attentive here. The second kind of conversations that happen are the conversations that you're not interested in. कि कोई कुछ बोल रहा है and अरे, it's not very interesting. Let me go back. This happens to me also. And it is absolutely normal. It is absolutely human. Okay, don't beat yourself around with it. We all have अपना attention span ना बहुत कम हो गया है आजकल, है ना? Which is absolutely all right. उसको बढ़ाना कैसे है वो उस पे हम बात कर सकते हैं कि रीडिंग करना है. We can read a lot of books. We can do a lot of meditation. Meditation also helps in focus and concentration. We can do a lot of journaling to be present, right? The problem is not you are going back in your time. The problem is that you're not able to be present. And it's a common problem. Understand this, that it happens with every single person in this room. Getting my point? Because we are so distracted. We have so many things to do. Like while I'm having a conversation with you guys, I'm also having in the back of my mind, I'm also having the plan that I want to do after this call. Like what other things that I have to do after I finish this call? What things I have to do tomorrow? So we all have those moments when we are distracted. So do not judge yourself. If others are judging you, let them. की फर्क पैंदा है? है ना? See, I'll tell you one fact, okay? One beautiful fact about this judgment, right? The reason we fear judgment is because we judge ourselves. The reason we are constantly feeling कि लोग क्या कहेंगे is because we are putting ourselves down. There is one part of you that believes in what they are saying, right? There is one part of you that believes in what they are saying, and that's the reason what happens is you start putting yourself down, and that is how you feel guilty. And when you feel guilty and किसी ने कुछ judgment pass किया, you will say to yourself, अरे मैं खुद ही खुद को judge कर रही हूँ, तुम क्या करोगे मुझे judge? Right? I'm already feeling guilty. What will you make me feel guilty about? Making sense? Making sense? Judgment का यही होता है that as a child, since childhood, we have been brought up in a way, we have been programmed in a way that we should always think about others. लोग क्या सोचेंगे? आप इतना रो रहे हो, तो लोग क्या सोचेंगे? That used to happen, and that has happened with every single person here in this room. And that's why we have that fear of judgment. But when we go to the root of it, we'll understand that we are only judging ourselves. It's not the fear of judgment from others, but it's that judgment that we are passing on to our own self. Is it making sense, Ritika? Yes? You are judging yourself. Right in the first statement, you judged yourself. दूसरों का बाद में आया, है ना? Right? So first इसमें ही you said that I'm lost and in my own thoughts and I'm getting distracted. I don't know. I don't understand why I'm doing this. That is the judgment, right? You are passing on your own self. Correct? Absolutely. Every act of another person that angers you is a larger version of how you treat or look upon yourself inside. Everybody has that zoning out issue. इसलिए तो mindfulness, meditation वो सब काम में आता है. To be present. है ना? It's absolutely all right. कोई बोले ना तो बोलो तुम भी करते हो. Everybody does that. है ना? ठीक है? Second question is anger issues when I feel unheard, and this because of childhood issues. जब मैंने अपने एक sibling को बताया कि I'm taking up this journey, she said, you anyway do what you want to do, जिद्दी हो, etc. etc. I get angry and is irritated is easily. कि क्यों नहीं समझते वो? I understand. And that is also coming from a space where you are expecting that from others. You're expecting to feel heard, because as a child you never felt heard, right? You expect that, but in this entire journey we are going to overcome that. We are going to work upon ourselves so that we can actually give that self-approval, self-appreciation, like Pradeep said, self-love. We can give it to ourselves rather than expecting it externally. Give it to ourselves. And once we start giving it to ourselves, there won't be any need for that, approval from others. Making sense? So don't worry. Start this journey. Be on this journey. And it's a lifelong journey. Understand this. We have to go through this journey. धीरे धीरे करके everything will open up. Making sense? Making sense? Super. Yes. Any other question, Ritika? Okay, she's typing. Okay. वो बात नहीं कर पा रही है. मौन व्रत है आज रितिका. How to be high on energy each day, yes, Pradeep. I'll just answer this. How to be high on energy? सुबह उठ के dance करो. सुबह उठ के dance करो. Dance on the numbers that you absolutely love, the songs that you absolutely love. Yes, Pradeep, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just thought I will share this particular thing that came to me as I was hearing it. All of us. Um, the easiest way, I think, to bring about change in our own self is the minute we feel कि कोई हमारे लिए कुछ करना चाहिए, we just go one step back and say, okay, मैं अपने लिए क्या करना चाहिए इस चीज के लिए. In the sense,
Correct.
if you are like, if Ritika is looking out for validation from a sister और वो बोल रही है कि जिद्दी है जो opposite point है, तो उसे अपने आप से पूछना चाहिए उसके बोलने से मेरा क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है. मुझे तो पता है कि मैंने राइट डिसीजन लिया है, चलो छोड़ दो. So what we expect from others, if we are able to serve it to our own self, knowing fully well we are whole and complete, then life becomes so easy.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Pradeep, for sharing that. Absolutely, you know, that the reason we seek validation is because that self doubt, low self-esteem, that comes into picture, right? We feel that we are not good enough. Inherently, we have been gifted with that you are not good enough, right? By the environment, we have been gifted with that as a child, that you are not good enough, yellow. And then what happens? We create a huge thing because जब हमें दिया था तब तो दिमाग था ही नहीं, right? I'll share one story. Everybody knows this story, okay? Elephant tied in a rope. A very small elephant was tied in a small rope, okay? And that elephant, when he grows up, he's tied on this in the same rope. Now there was one guy who was passing by, and he sees that this huge elephant is tied by this small rope. Why isn't he trying to break away from those chains? He goes to that the trainer of the elephant, and he asks that trainer that why are these elephants not able to overcome and break that chain that is so simple for them? That trainer says this beautiful thing, that when these elephants are merely cubs, right, when they are merely little ones, that is the time this particular chain is being tied to them. And at that time, that elephant tries and tries, but the strength is not enough to break through that chain. And after certain point of time, the elephant stops trying. The elephant grows into a huge elephant, believing that I cannot break through from this cage or from this chain. That is how that elephant lives his life entirely. That's what has happened with us. That is called conditioning. That is the conditioning that we have been through as a child. We have been told that you're not good enough. You're not good enough. You should always seek validation. You should always ask others. If you're not asking others, you should feel guilty about it. If you're not asking for validation from others, you should feel guilty about it. And if you're not feeling guilty about it, you will be made to feel guilty by saying that you're rigid, you're stubborn, right? And then we in the heart, we want to be that stubborn kid, but in the heart, we are also feeling guilty because that's the conditioning that we went through. Making sense? Right? So even if people are calling you rigid right now, absolutely all right. You'll be changing, you'll be transforming yourself. And once you start that inner transformation, outer transformation will happen. Hai Don't worry. Be on this journey. You know you are at the right place at the right time. And you know that the community is there to handhold you, to support you. And we are here to raise our vibrations. Right? Hai Superb. Thank you so much for asking me these questions. It's so beautiful, right? So beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Any more questions, or we can wrap it up for today? Yes. Awesome. Yes. Yes, Sumit, please go ahead.
Okay. Sometimes what happens, like different situations, we start suppressing things, right? And then we feel like we have become a kind of a patthar, like a dheet types, right? Like things are suppressed, they are there, but you feel like, I feel like, okay, I'm not affected, right? So the same thing, I sometimes feel I'm doing all this work. Sometimes I question, like nothing affects me now. Would I be able to clear out, because I've suppressed it so much that I've become like, you know, I don't know, like I feel nothing affects me, but in like somewhere it affects, but like in mind you have made this kind of illusion, like, okay, I'm strong, nothing affects me, like, and when you sit and now wounds come out and all that, right? mm, Earlier I used to cry a lot, but now I don't, like those tears don't come, so I feel like like, is it really like I've become um aloof, like, or I don't know.
Okay.
Like,
So,
I'm not able to explain it properly, but like, I hope you got the point. Yeah.
so
So
basically, when a lot of suppression has happened, and when you start working on yourself, what happens is, because of that suppression, it's not that you don't feel affected, but it's just that you don't want others to know that you are affected,
yes,
right? You
yes.
don't want others to know that you're affected, and that's the reason you do everything possible to not show it in front. But what in this entire journey, what happens is, there's a lot of suppression that has already happened, right? But now what we are doing, हम वो खुरेद रहे हैं, हम पीछे जाके हम एक एक करके बाहर निकाल रहे हैं, अच्छा ये भी है, ये भी है, ये भी है, ये भी है. Now what is happening in that process, all because it is affecting us, all the vulnerabilities are going to come out. That ये मुझे नहीं करने दिया. जैसे रुचिका, now she's in that stage of all that vulnerabilities, all that unprocessed emotions are coming out. And even you are going through that right now, Sumit. That's why there's you might feel sometimes that you are getting more angry, you're getting more affected, you're getting more disconnect. That's a natural process of healing. That shows that you are healing, right? क्योंकि जो सप्रेस था जब तक, तब तो सब ठीक था, तब तो दिखा रहे थे सबको कि हाँ मैं तो ठीक हूँ, मैं तो कुछ नहीं हूँ, मुझे तो कुछ नहीं फर्क पड़ता, मुझे तो कुछ नहीं फर्क पड़ता. जैसे ही हमने ये पंडोरा बॉक्स खुला, धीरे धीरे करके हीलिंग तो शुरू हुआ. बट देन व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, we are since we are processing those emotions, we feel those emotions. How do we process emotions? By feeling them, right?
Mm.
By feeling them. We cannot ignore those feelings. We're not ignoring those feelings, we are processing those emotions, and that's the reason we will be feeling those emotions. We will be getting angry because ye nainsafi mere sath hui. you know Sorry Pradeep, I'm just going to share this. Second day, Pradeep, we went through the process, and because all of his emotions were coming out, he felt that rage coming out. So it's absolutely all right. You have to understand that it's absolutely all right if those emotions are coming out, let them process. Yes, I know. Let them process. And after he was able to process those emotions, after which third day he was completely transformed person. He himself told me that I don't know what happened that day. Appu. That day was so much because see, एक पंडोरा बॉक्स खोलोगे तुम, इतने साल भर का आपने भर के रखा है, cause it's bound to come out. And I want to share this with every single person, because some people भाग जाते हैं. They get scared and they run away. But हमें भागना नहीं है इससे. हम डर गए ना इस इमोशन से, और हम डर गए कि इतना कुछ मेरे साथ क्यों हो रहा है, तो फिर हम बार बार वो ही रिपीट करेंगे. बट एक बार वो चला गया ना, उसके बाद फिर ये चीज नहीं रिपीट होगी आपके साथ। उसके बाद फिर एक बार आपने खाली कर दिया, पूरा टैंकर खाली कर दिया, उसके बाद there's potential only, right? There's potential. You are potential. And but because we have suppressed so much, we are not able to realize that potential.
I feel I'm doing everything, but वो अभी भी suppressed, वो हिल नहीं रहा ज़्यादा।
होगा होगा
इतना ज़्यादा मैंने कर दिया कि वो it's not.
हमारा
I'm
1-to-1 बाकी है ना सुमित।
like I'm very
होगा।
consistent, but like I'm doing things. Yeah.
You are so consistent, so
Mm.
consistent. Not possible. People are
That,
struggling through that, but you
yeah,
are so
that is
consistent.
also, it's a surprising thing for me as well. Like sometimes I'm amazed, like how I'm doing this, but that's
Give it
like,
to yourself, yeah.
yeah.
Celebrate this fact that you're so consistent.
I think the
Being-
beginning of this year, consistency is one word that has been just revolving in my head. So, and I'm finding it very easy. Like I'm not pushing myself. I try to find time, whatever way I
Yes.
can do things.
I have to say one thing, okay, Sumit? I have to say one thing. And I want to share this with every single person here. Sumit inspires me a lot. You know what?
Oh my God.
Yes, December, she attended the masterclass. 30th December, I still remember. That was the second last day of the year. She attends my masterclass. She buys my silver membership. January month, I launched one program, Unleash the New You. She buys that program. February, I launched Diamond membership. She buys that program. She has actually bought all my programs. And I am so, so proud of you, Sumit, for being that courageous, because, that courage is very, it's not with everyone. I want you to celebrate that fact that you are so courageous. Courage is
Yeah.
something which takes time, but you have
Because
been on this journey.
I realize, like, if I solve these things, like inner child wounds and my healing, I think everything will be solved. That's that's what has been my inspiration. This thought process. Like if I need to, everything can be taken care of if I take care of this thing. And how come like this didn't occur, like happen before so many years?
Divine timing.
So, but yes, divine timing. True. Yes. Yeah.
Super.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sumit. Thank you so much. You're truly an inspiration for so many people. You inspire me, sweetheart.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Superb. Awesome, everyone. Please type in MPTY Sumit. MPTY is more power to you, more power and healing. So we are also going to add healing. So MPHTY, more power and healing to you, Sumit. Amazing. So we are at the end of this. It's already 6:30, 1.5 hours, 90 minutes we have spent together. How many of you learned something new today? Give me new in the chat box if you learned something new today. Keep attending these sessions, because you never know what you what opens up for you, right? These sessions are very important. Even though I might be answering some other person's question, your question might get answered, right? So that's why these sessions, inner circle call, as well as the healathon sessions that we are going to do for this month, that's going to come back. So what I'm going to do is 1 month we are going to do live sessions. 1 month we might move to the recordings. I'll share that aspect with you all once we start with this journey. Okay. So love you all. Love you all. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. It really means the world to me. I am always thinking about each one of you on how I can transform, make that one shift happen for each one of you. So do not miss any live sessions that I do, because there is a reason, there is a science behind every single process that we do. Okay, there is science. There's nothing out of my head I'm teaching. Okay, Everything is a science and everything is an intuitive process that I make you go through. So be on this journey, be a lifelong learner. And I'm absolutely sure that, I want you to, visualize this with me, okay, right now. This is the community. This community is going to grow to 500,000, 10,000 people, 20,000, in millions, right? And I want you to visualize us meeting live, physically live, at the end of our life. And we are saying this to each other. Wah, maza aa gaya. How many of you would love to meet me at the end of the life and we are celebrating the fact that we lived our life to our fullest potential? What a thought, right? What a thought. And I want each one of us to imbibe that, go with that warrior spirit, make it happen for yourself, do whatever it takes so that we can live our life to the fullest potential. And that's where I want each one of you to be. Super visualization, right? And that's what even I keep on telling myself, that my community is growing and we are meeting at the end of the life and we are literally celebrating that fact that we have actually lived our life to the fullest potential. Super. Thank you so much. I love you all. I'm always thinking about you all. You guys mean the world to me. You might not know that right now, but I believe in each one of you, even if you do not believe in yourself. I love you all.